teach our kids and our youth, our young adults, how to manage their finances?
We all want to see positive. We want to see the kids look for something more productive.
Change your, when you take a bath, wash between your toes and put on some clean socks.
But it's just...
So, but then a lot of times you get the police officer come up and they're already disrespectful, So, it works both ways.
You can turn that though, like if you don't give them a reason to keep snapping. Because I done had, like I said, I've been pulled over at gunpoint and I did nothing wrong. I give you everything I got, and what we arguing about at this point, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna give you an extra reason to pull the trigger. So that's how it works. But the thing is it goes back to the mainstream media. Everybody's showing a lot of the videos it's two sides to it, and we only see a piece of it. And a lot of times it's a lot of stuff that then rolled over to get to that point. I'm not saying it's always like that, but we have to understand that we can't act out like every pullover, every officer is the one that's pulling the trigger.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. My youth are looking at every video now. Every time they see a cop, they already chest out, and I ain't gonna be the one. I seen a video, a lady was recording, police trying to pull me over. He gonna follow me all the way where I'm going. I'm like, but that's stupid.
You see what I'm saying? Now you made the situation worse than what it should have been.
And that's what we're promoting indirectly, because everybody keep posting the videos, keep showing stuff like that, and we're teaching the youth like, okay, well, they obviously are the bad guys, which that's not.
Hey, what's up? My name is Marcus Willis, and we're doing a segment with Bridging the Gap, just introducing what Bridging the Gap is and what our vision is and how we're helping out in the community and everything. Listening to Rich's and my dad's story, and just like today was like, there's a couple things that happened today that helped me realize what I wanted to talk about, because I've been going over it, trying to figure out what I was going to say and how I was gonna, give my introductory. But born and raised Fort Myers, Florida. Had a great childhood, had very good parenting, and a very solid foundation, a home front. So a lot of the issues that we have, I can say that we didn't get affected by a lot of it. I think we dodged a lot of, racial issues or whatever, because we were taught, just to treat people with kindness and to help the next man regardless of what he looks like or, what they're involved with. My parents did a very good job with being pillars in the community and being, a strong front for not just our family, but for many families involved, many families in this community. So I think we got to see what it was to be good Samaritans and good people, good civilians in the community. And I think that helped us a lot in adulthood, helped us a lot in our careers, and in situations where there could be conflict with not just the law, but with people. I think we were able to dodge a lot of strife because of our upbringing, and with Bridging the Gap, I was very excited and very happy that Quinton came up with this idea, because normally, I'm the one that's, I guess, more in the media or more like out front when it comes to, like newspaper, news articles, or, any kind of media. And Quinton is very well versed, and he has a lot of good qualities when it comes to mentoring and sharing stories and sharing himself with younger people. But he's a little bit more. Quinton is a lot more outspoken than me when it comes to like person on person basis. But when it comes to like being in front of the in front of the camera and everything, it's more of my stage. So like when Quinton came up with this idea, like I was super proud and excited to see what it was, just to see it flourish and everything. What I want to talk about, because my dad was, always involved in the community since we were, young, with the Police Athletic League, with the Fort Myers Rebels, football coach, with the Fort Myers Housing Authority, and then my mom with the Stars Complex, so and also like other programs, Mad Dad, and a lot of different programs that my mom was involved with. They were always like somebody in the community that people could go to and count on. They gave themselves through and through to the youth of the community, and not just the youth, but just people that needed help. So it kind of, like it's something that my family couldn't dodge. My oldest brother, he helped out. He was, a summer camp instructor, a swim instructor. Me and Quinton has helped out, with summer camps and kids and everything too. Like I was a junior swim instructor. Quinton used to be with the Boys and Girls Club and everything. So it was something that kind of trickled down from my parents. The story I'm gonna tell that, that kind of touches on this mentorship aspect. I don't know, I haven't thought of this kid, and I don't know how long. It's been forever. But one of our childhood friends, who was also he boxed with us. He played football. I think he was my age, played football on my team. And, he was a great kid, funny kid, always had, goofy stories, and had everybody in the gym laughing, everybody on the football field laughing. They used to call him Butterfingers, on the football field, because he was fast and very talented, but he would be wide open and drop a pass. So, my dad used to joke with him, the other coach used to mess with him, but the kid he was super talented and always just a pleasure to be around. Grew up in Dunbar, in a bad neighborhood and everything, but he would always come over our house, and we would just always have fun. He was one of my coolest friends, There was one time where, and just having growing up in a good neighborhood, and then having your friends come over that grow up a different way, we were able to mingle with so many different people just because of how hard my parents worked, and just the people that they were, that they clicked with everybody, and that's the same thing with me and Quinton. We click with everybody, no matter what platform they're on. We know how to relate to everybody. So this guy, he came over and he's like, "Marcus, you want a grilled cheese sandwich?" I'm like, we at my house, but if you want to go ahead and make a grilled cheese sandwich, go ahead. So he grabs an ironing board and the iron, and he grabs the bread and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's just steaming it. He's ironing the bread and the cheese, and I'm like, "Dude, what? You too young to be to jail. How do you know how to make a grilled cheese sandwich like this?" And I swear it was one of the best grilled cheese sandwiches I ever had. But having that connection with people that grow up a different way and see things differently, but they also see things the way that you see them. Just that connection with that kid, man. It was we had some good times. And he was a hell of a boxer too. Not only on the football field was he good, he was a talented athlete when it came to boxing. And we ended up going to high school together. But as we get older, people's lives change, their routes and everything change. They experience things and get involved in stuff that kind of take them off their path. And he started getting in a lot of trouble in high school, and doing some B&Es and getting involved in the wrong things and everything. And I believe it was my junior or senior year in high school. He went to rob a house and got killed. And he was one of my dad's favorite kids, and it affected all of us in the gym because he was a brother to us. So I say that to say we're here to help a lot of kids that get caught up in those situations in life, get caught up with the wrong kids. We can't save them all. Unfortunately, he was one of them. We can't save them all, but that's one bad story. But we had a lot of good moments with that kid that we'll remember forever. But there are so many other success stories with kids that went down the same path as him, and kids that not even kids that went down that same path, but just get affected by the wrong people. So that's one thing that I want to be here for, is to help kids that have lost the light, or get distracted, or going down the wrong path, or need somebody to talk to, need some guidance. Because there's a lot of people that come in this gym where this is their escape, you know. Mm-hmm. So we connect with a lot of different people, and this is their therapy. So that's one thing that I'm excited about with Bridging the Gap, is just to reach out with more people, and to be effective in their lives, and be a shield, you know, with all the bullshit that happens in life, you know. And I was talking to my brother earlier today, so we have 2 kids that we call our sons. He has a kid that he calls his son. He's been calling him his son for a while. And then a couple years ago, this kid came in the gym, and they're kind of similar. It's funny because they just met each other a few months ago, and it's 2 white kids. It's a white kid that I call my son, a white kid that my brother calls his son. So it's funny just how we have that relationship, and both of us ended up kind of adopting white kids or whatever, and they're super cool. But they met each other a few months ago, and we realized how much that they were alike. And we got them doing little math quizzes and everything, and we I don't know, we messed up, and we don't have the brightest kids, but it's just that connection with them. We have so many different people of different backgrounds, different colors, different creeds that cling on to us, and we're effective in their lives and everything. This kid, I told him, because when he first came in, he sucked, and he just stayed consistent, and he got better over time. He's one of the most talented students that I have in my class. And I started calling him my son, and he really clinged on to it. So he calls me dad, and we tell each other we love each other, after he leaves the gym. So it's the connections that we build in here. Sometimes we don't know how they affect people. It definitely helps them have a better value on life. I told him one day, I'm like, man, I'm proud of you. You're doing much better. And he's like, yo, that's he texted me later that day. He was like, man, I love you. I'm like, what? He was like, that's the first time a man has ever told me that he was proud of me. I've never heard that before. So I think we have a really good thing going here, to where, we've always been on this platform, but now it can be broadened, because we have Bridging the Gap, and we can reach a lot more people. So that's the reason why I'm here. And there's more reasons, but I think just the connection with people, and giving them some kind of passion to be better in life, and do better, to learn more, to be better people. I think that's a reason that we're here.
Is there any certain life skills that you look forward to helping the kids achieve, or anything like that?
Definitely. Investing money into stocks, and different businesses, or whatever that may be, but just learning how to make your money work for you. I've been investing and been working on my portfolios, and investing into cryptos and different platforms for the past 4 or 5 years. And when I was, I believe, 17, it was my senior year in high school. We were in American history, following the New York Stock Exchange and everything. and there was a couple different, tickers that we had to follow, and BJ's Wholesale was one of them. This was back in 2004, and I watched it, like every week or whatever. We had to do projects and reports on it, and I told my dad, like, I see this stock and I want to learn how to invest, and I think it's something that I want to get into. And I think generations, back then, like my dad, he had 501, he had a 401k and everything, but I think just the access of technology today and the knowledge of investing back then isn't the same. So right now, like I'm trying to catch up. I'm behind the curve, and I want to get there. So right now, like I share with a lot of young kids. There's a kid in my class. He works like 2-3 jobs. He's 19 years old, and I just talked to him last week. I'm like, open up a TD Ameritrade account, open up a Coinbase. Like you're at the age to where 20, 30 years from now, when you're my age, like 20 years from now, you can be a millionaire. Just all you have to do is all that money that you're making right now. That you're young, you have limited bills. Learn how to invest, because 20 years from now you can quit, you can be done, you can do whatever you want to. So that's something that I want to share with kids today is just learning how to invest, how to move their money, how to create a financial safe haven, basically.
And thank God you have the boxing gym to open up these conversations that might not else be able to happen. Do you think the boxing gym will help nurture these conversations and help tackle these issues?
Of course, man. We have so many different people that comes in here. Like the conversation that we had that day. Like one of my friends who like I've met through investing. He's a realtor. So we have realtors in here. We have officers. We have like people that's in the medical field, and we have people that that run businesses. My dad trains a very wealthy guy that runs his own business. So we have a lot of people that those conversations can be started, and if people don't know anything about it, we have there's somebody in the gym that knows something about something, and it can definitely be shared. And with boxing, we don't have the financial education like the NFL or the MLB or the NBA. We're out here like the Wild Wild West. So it's up to us to kind of teach each other. I learned on my own, what to do with my money. So it's up to us to share. I think it's not. It would be selfish of me not to share with somebody else, like these financial tidbits and everything. So the gym is definitely a place because it's a brotherhood. So we're already talking. So why not talk business and finances and life?
Do you have any closing statement? Or you're at 16 minutes. Do you have any closing statement, or you good?
Nah, just enjoy life, have fun. Life is easy when you're smiling. Life is gonna bring bullshit, but you have to walk through it. You have to keep going or walk around it. Figure out how to get through it, past it, and avoid it. So just enjoy life and take the blows as they come and deal with them and keep moving.
Thank you.